Anime for blondes.
You're just as brainwashed as all the rest of them, but you think you're special.
Yep.
No.
Every Trump supporter ever.
Action! Hi, I'm Becca.
I'm Allie.
And welcome to
Anime for Blondes! We are finishing the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen
It's
today.
the finale episode.
Yeah, it is. Well, next episode is the finale episode.
Oh.
Becca, edit that out.
Breaking the fourth wall a little bit. We filmed 2 episodes in one night.
Yeah.
But we're close to the finale.
Yes, we're watching the finale tonight. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we haven't watched it yet, actually, so
No.
I can't accidentally spoil it.
No, you can't.
So that's fun.
Yeah. Okay. Good episodes. Oh, there's actually something really serious I've been meaning to ask you.
You want to end the podcast?
Already? That's actually my worst fear, that you're gonna text me one day and you're like, actually, I can't do this anymore. It's too much work.
Bro, that was almost today.
I know. You were like, I'm stressed out. And I was like, stop. You're overthinking it.
Dude, there's too much going on. But anyway, what's the thing?
If I were to dye my hair pink, am I still
You
allowed
did
to
this
do...
exact same
No, I
bit
didn't.
last week.
No, I told you I was gonna do it, and then
Oh.
I didn't, and now you've broken the fourth
Okay,
wall
now,
again.
okay. Okay, go.
If I were to dye my hair pink, am I still allowed to be on the Anime for Blondes pod? Am I
Oof.
still a blonde?
That's a hard one. I think you have to at least be as blonde as me to be on our podcast. Dude, that's... Okay, I think that would be fun for you to dye your hair pink.
It
That'd be
washes out really fast. It
Exactly.
fades.
I think that'd be fun. I used to dye my hair pink and purple all the time, like once a year.
Shut up.
Yeah, it was before you knew me.
Back in your Mormon days, you would have pink and purple hair?
Yes, but
Wow.
also without.
Okay.
So actually, you should have known of me during these times, but we weren't
I didn't.
we weren't besties yet.
Oh.
We didn't have a podcast yet.
We didn't have a podcast yet. We still don't know when our friendship anniversary is.
I know. I was trying to look through my Instagram a few
Me
weeks ago
too!
and find the first picture you had commented on.
Okay.
It was not as early as I was expecting.
Yeah.
I don't know when it was, but I kept being like, oh, surely this one, and then nothing. Radio silent.
I think, shockingly, after the Red release, I don't think we were like actually friends during that.
I don't think we were either during the Red release.
Yeah. I still lived upstairs. I don't know if we were friends when I lived upstairs.
We were kind of friends when you lived
We were
upstairs. 'cause
friendly, of
I
course.
remember you living upstairs.
Okay. We were friendly, of course.
But I was never here when you lived upstairs.
True.
So we were like friendly enough that I knew your situation.
We were talking at like the family events, but we weren't like making plans.
And we
to
would
hang
like
out.
when did we start DMing on Instagram all the time? Because that's when it
Is
really...
there a way to go through our Instagram DMs and
Wait.
find the first message?
Please hold podcast. Where's my phone? We
were just
can.
recording TikToks, so it's nearby.
It's nearby. Okay, let's see. Please hold podcast.
I'm dying.
You guys need to know this because we need to celebrate it, right?
Yeah, that's what made me think of it, is because I saw a TikTok where these girls got a cupcake and they were like celebrating their friendship anniversary, but it was just a random day because I didn't remember when they became friends.
That's what I did with my best friend, Lenore.
Mm-hmm.
We just decided, we were like, our favorite number's 2, and we
we
wanted to do it soon, so we just did it in November.
Nice.
So November 2nd is my friendship anniversary with my best friend, so we can't have it be November 2nd.
Good to know.
It'd be really awkward if it
I
was.
really think it's an October day. I feel that in my spirit.
I think it might be summer.
Really?
Because I think
When did we go thrifting for the first time together?
it had to have been summer.
Okay.
This is going to take a long time, so I think we need to...
Okay, start talking while you scroll.
Yeah, I'll keep scrolling while we talk.
Or can you multitask like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, in these episodes, they are doing the exchange school challenge.
Yes, I am... Okay. Not to, get too far ahead,
Oh.
but I'm loving the juxtaposition of the sister schools going at each other and then having to work together.
Yeah.
They're forced to work together.
Because there's a bigger evil.
Exactly. I always love that type of story.
Do you appreciate Inumaki a little bit more now?
Yes, and he's really cute without the
thing. He's so cute! When he unscrews, he's adorable!
And he's powerful. I was so confused when your girl, the blue-haired girl, she got the call and he's like, sleep. I'm like, and she just does, and Taylor's like, it's the guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm stupid.
He's so... There was this joke, this girl was doing a TikTok where she was like, what your favorite Jujutsu Kaisen character says about you, and I was like, if it's Inumaki, you just don't know anything about him. And he doesn't say much.
He's the Asriel.
Yeah, no, exactly. I like him because he shuts the fuck up, and he's just cute and powerful. Like, I don't know anything about him, and I don't need to.
I was worried that he was gonna die. I was like, oh no, they're gonna...
That would suck.
I was so scared.
That would suck.
So he's safe for now.
To have such little screen time with his powers.
But that's what they do. He's safe for now unless you become a really great actress out of nowhere.
I can't hide my feelings to save my life. Did you find it?
No, it's taking too long. I need to do this another day.
Another project for you.
Yeah, I'm like in July of this year.
Oh my god.
We DM too much.
We need to stop talking every single day.
Yeah.
The sleep goes hard every time.
Yeah, I loved that. I like that he kept in the first episode where the tree demon is there, or tree curse is there. I like that he keeps like getting all bloody throated, but then he can keep going. I'm like, oh, okay, he's still going.
Yeah. I like that. Also, the little like back plan that they had, he's hanging out with Demon Dog, like actually looking for the curses, like the assignment that they're supposed to be doing. Doing like the sly work. Also, like Asriel.
Yep.
And then he runs into a tree demon who has a name.
Oh.
And it is Hanami.
Oh, okay.
Not to be mistaken for Nanami.
Oh, never.
Never
Nanami.
Built similarly, though.
Oh, okay.
Muscle-wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I see that, but okay.
Okay. Okay, and then... Oh, wow. All I remember is that fight.
I know. I feel
that's
like
all I
so
can think
we
of.
Started out with
Megumi
versus that. I don't like him.
I don't like him either. I don't like him so much that I don't know his name.
Exactly. The sister school guy that's like actually the guy who is gonna take over for the cult because the
Zenin clan?
The Zenin clan, because the girlies, the twins are women.
How dare.
I hate him.
How dare they?
Like, he's just the patriarchy.
And his excuse is he's like making up for the fact that his mom is a sex worker.
Which that sucks.
Which that does suck. But
it sucks that he is like an illegitimate child. But it's crazy that an illegitimate child is being given...
Yeah, the title over the two legitimate daughters.
I'm so pissed about that.
Also, his relationship with his mom clearly has affected his view of women.
Oh, yeah.
He's clearly bought into the whole, like, men have to lead the Zenin clan.
When he's just so, like... It's so annoying to me when a character is so, like... It's almost, like, pious. Like, he's like, I chose to do this. I'm doing this of my own free will. Like, no, you're not. He
makes himself a martyr, kinda.
Yeah, and it's like... He thinks he is so much better because of that. He's like, I know that it's the right thing to do, and that's why I'm doing it. Not because they're telling me, no, you're just actually as brainwashed as everybody else. Sorry, you're not special.
Yep.
You're just one of the lucky ones.
Megumi's like, you're just gonna kill Yuji because you were ordered to, and he's like, no, this is what I believe, that he shouldn't live.
No.
And I'm like, I think
you're just as brainwashed as all the rest of them, but you think you're special.
Yep.
No.
Every Trump supporter ever.
Gets into politics immediately.
Sorry. We're in the middle of the campaign, though, so
I mean, I was more thinking every Mormon ever. Dude, have you watched Secret Lives of Mormon Wives?
I don't.
Oof. This is old news by the time this comes out, but it like just came out.
That's all anyone talks about at work.
It is so good. I've only watched the first episode, but it's mandatory watching so far.
I feel like it'd be rage bait.
No, I feel like it's actually... So it's half healing, half triggering, at least for me, because it's this. These are people that you could have gone to high school with. They're our age in our city. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. I love that. I think that's fascinating.
This girl was talking about how she's literally their neighbors and how she's like witnessed a bunch of this stuff.
Oof.
And I'm like, are you allowed to be talking about this?
I mean, why would she not?
I don't know.
She signed an NDA.
Yeah.
One of my friends is like in it for a second. Like her
really?
arms, yeah, the friend that like is a photographer. We went to her party. Remember?
Yeah.
She like is taking pictures during it.
Oh, so her arms are in the shot
and her
taking
camera.
Pictures. Okay,
so
that's pretty slay for her.
I know her.
The only commentary that I heard about it that I was like, okay, this is kind of interesting, is she was like, all these adults are acting like teenagers, and it's because developmentally they are, because they got married right out of high school.
Well, and that's why I think
never got to experience adult life.
That's why I think it'll be so interesting for us, because this is our culture. Like, we know this living here.
Yeah, we do.
Like, it's all too familiar. But anyway, he was giving Mormon.
He's giving Mormon vibes. Actually,
we're getting canceled immediately for this.
Only by the Utah crowd. Anyone who doesn't...
Just all the people we're giving our FanX bracelets to.
Ooh, that's awkward.
I grew up Mormon, no hate.
And I'm
like, some of my best friends are Mormon.
I have Mormon friends. No, literally, my work bestie is still Mormon. She wears her garments and everything.
I love that for her.
And she went clubbing with me last night, and it was awesome.
Balance.
Yeah.
That's what we love.
It was healthy. Balance. She did not drink, and I did enough for her.
Slay. And that's what I like about, we're just doing, this podcast is actually just Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
This is a Secret Lives of Mormon Wives podcast.
But that's what I am interested in about it, is that a lot of people are saying, like, these aren't actual Mormons because they're imperfect. But that's the interesting thing about Mormon culture, in my opinion, as someone who used to be Mormon, is it's hard for me to just be like, I'm not Mormon anymore. Because, I don't believe in it. But my culture that I grew up with, my whole thing, and everywhere that we live around us is so influenced that it's almost like how, like, you can be Jewish, like, culturally, or you can be Jewish, like, and you're super religious. But it's like, that's what I think is so interesting, is all these girls, there's ones that are more strict and ones that are less strict, but they still have that Mormon culture and upbringing, which...
Ultimately, I think the show is actually going to do numbers for the Mormon church. They're mad right now because they're like, you're not representing us properly. I'm like, actually, they're going to make people want to be Mormon.
That's the thing. All PR is good PR.
Yeah, exactly. So even if we get canceled for talking about this show.
Yeah, we actually want to have a controversy. That's the goal.
You're our controversial character.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, so Mormon guy. I guess that's what we'll call him until one of us learns his name.
Yeah, he was annoying. He
was fighting Megumi.
Megumi is so slay.
Megumi's so much stronger. Wasn't he so cute though?
He was so cute. I'm really loving him.
And
Yuji. I'm just really loving Yuji too.
Is Yuji your favorite character? It's okay if he is.
I think he is right now. Like, he's the main character.
People say that the main character being your favorite is, like, stupid and basic, but it's like, not if they're the main character for a reason. Elena Gilbert?
I was like, who is that?
oh my god. I'm so sorry. I forgot that you're uncultured.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways.
I don't see why she couldn't be someone's favorite character, though. She's relatable.
You don't know about the hate.
They're the main character. Like, if a main character is a main character, they're the main character for a reason.
For a reason, I think even if Yuji just wasn't a main character, he'd still be a fan favorite.
Yeah,
or he should be a fan favorite.
I agree.
Because he really takes a back seat in a lot of these arcs.
Like, we're in the last episode, and I'm like, where is Yuji and Toto?
Oh my god,
where are they? And then
their drop-in was so good. Okay, so Megumi and Mormon guy's fight gets taken outside, and then Inumaki comes in hot. They're like, oh my god, what
Salmon
is this?
ball.
Yes. Salmon. And he's got his little thing unzipped, and he's like, run away. And
I loved that. I was like, they have to. Yeah. But it's the real deal.
Yeah.
They must have been, like, shitting their pants.
He was like, I don't have time to wait for you guys to come to the conclusion that you need to run away. I'm just going to tell you to run away.
That's so handy. I need that in my life. I need someone to guide me like that.
That's what your man's for.
Yeah, I'm just a little old woman.
You're just so demure.
I just need a guy to tell me what to do. I'm just a girl.
But he's booking it down that roof though. So he's running from Hanami.
I'm like, what the frick is this tree thing? Like, that was so confusing in that moment.
And then, okay, I don't know how to, I'm gonna call Hanami they, because it's a male body, but the voice is a female voice.
Is it a male body?
It looks male to me.
I mean, why can't a woman be strong?
Shut up.
A woman can't be a tree with muscles.
She's Mother Nature.
Exactly, and she's tough. I thought it was a woman.
Well, that's because the voice is feminine.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you're right, because did you watch the Jujutsu Scroll?
No.
Okay, so
I forgot.
That's okay. At the end of the third one, it's another like bit where they're in a shoujo anime, except it's all the bad guys. It's the curses, and Hanami and Mahito are in girl uniforms, and Jogo and someone else are in boy uniforms.
Okay, slay. I didn't see that for Mahito, but I'm happy.
I didn't see that either, but they're doing a bit where Jogo burns Hanami's flower garden.
Oh.
And Mahito's like, let's just kill him. And Hanami's like, no, that's not what I want. And then we see Hanami and Jogo outside, and they're looking at each other with romantic undertones.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, well, Hanami
I see that for them.
is the one who saved him when he was just a head. So there's precedent for it.
True.
So it was cute. I don't know. I love bits where they make fun of like shoujo and romance anime and other anime.
Yeah, I mean, we know you love shoujo.
I do, but it's so easy to make fun of.
I do like that. It's like making fun of rom-coms. Like, it's all in good fun.
It is. Mm-hmm.
It's like making fun of Taylor Swift. Like, we can make fun of Taylor Swift.
We're allowed to, but other people are.
Like, Taylor will send me videos making fun of her, and like, they're actually, like, people separate making fun of her for the same things that we do. I'm like, yeah, we know.
Yeah, why are you telling us that?
Like, us fans have been making fun of her for that for years. You're not unique.
They think they're so smart.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I forgot where we are.
I did not know what the second episode that we watched was at all.
So here's the thing. This is all one fight, and so the 3 episodes blended together.
Yeah, because I know the first episode it started with the Megumi and Mormon guy, and then second episode must have been the start of them fighting. Mm-hmm. So like Megumi. Oh, and Megumi gets the tree thing.
Yeah, there's a plant that
what's gonna happen
penetrates
to him?
His torso. Oh, and then the teachers are made aware that something is amiss because suddenly all of the curses that they had released into the woods are dead.
Yep.
And it flashes red, which means it could be the Jujutsu.
Oh, and the thing.
The veil comes down.
The veil comes down.
It is a keep out Gojo veil.
Which I'm so intrigued by. Why? So that because he's too OP?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I was thinking that it was going to be a trick.
Okay.
And then it wasn't, and so I was confused.
I mean, there is another reason, but I can't tell you that.
Okay. There was the other reason that they show at the end of, spoiler, but they had the finger at the end. Is that what you're talking about?
The finger? Oh!
They were stealing a finger from the school. So that's kind of why they caused the hubbub. You missed this?
I did.
So at the end, Mahito has a finger of Sakuna.
Oh my god, I did miss that. The last thing I just remember looking at is Yuji and Toto.
Oh no, so yeah, like at the end it shows Mahito with the finger. He's like, well, we got what we needed.
Okay.
And so apparently that was the diversion, is like distract everybody so he can get the finger.
That's like the main purpose, yes.
But there is still a...
Yes.
Okay,
think of it as like the scientific method. That'll make sense
That
later.
did not clear anything.
No, that will make sense later. I'm telling you it now.
I don't know who you think I am. That I.
You don't know the scientific method?
Like hypothesis?
Hypothesis? Hypothesize, experiment, record results.
Girl,
Go from there.
I haven't done a scientific method since like 5th grade. Nevada is 49th in education. Actually, it just got moved up to 42nd.
Congratulations.
Yeah. But when I was going to school, it was 49th.
That sucks. What was 50?
I don't know. I was just wondering that.
That sucks.
Maybe like this like I feel like it's rude to say any state.
And it kind of
I was gonna say maybe Alaska for some reason. But it's so deserted,
less,
you know?
Yeah, they have less, I assume, population.
Yeah. So maybe.
That's funny. I'm passionate about the scientific method.
Okay.
Not science in general or like biology or anything like that, but I love having a guess of something and then like trying something out and then seeing what the result is and then adjusting from there.
I would love to do a science fair project.
Really?
In adulthood. I would love to do that.
Well, because it would actually be good. I don't know what they expect us to come up with as children, but everything I did was so stupid.
So dumb.
Like, it's so cringy to think about right now.
Well, and you never have enough time, because it's like, you see the ones that do, like, plant stuff, and it's like, that would be so cool to do, but you don't have enough time to do a plant thing.
The people who did do a plant thing, I don't know how they did it.
I know. They were
you
just
can always
tell, and I was an overachiever.
And you can just tell the ones where their parents helped them.
Oh, yeah.
And mine did not.
Me.
Yeah, yours.
Mine was like,
you had like the big pretty
me,
poster
the
board.
Yeah.
Wow.
They still made me do like most of it, but they would be doing it with me.
My experiment, the last one I remember doing, was we were testing to see what types of bread mold the fastest.
Oh, so one I did that I just remembered, that this was probably the most interesting one.
Okay.
Was, and how is this a science experiment?
Tell me.
Which paper towels absorb more? Like, does Bounty actually absorb more?
That is a good experiment,
and it does. I remember it did at the time. This was like 2008.
That's so useful to know for adulthood, though. Like, what brand is worth the money?
Yes.
And what isn't? You can't trust the commercials.
Well, no, it was fun because we weren't poor, but we were like a lower middle class family, and so we actually bought Bounty for the first time. I was like, this is crazy.
It's for school, so it's okay.
Exactly.
And then you guys lived off of those paper towels for months.
God.
Okay, so Mahito's got the finger, Veil is down, it keeps Gojo out, Uda, Hime, and Old Guy. Did you notice Old Guy shreds?
That was crazy. I was like, you know what? I still hate you.
But actually, I kind of fuck
you're
with
gonna
you.
slay.
That's like such a random thing for him to have as a power.
Random. And like, what was it even doing?
I don't know.
We
haven't seen
it. Cuts back to them,
yeah,
and the guy's just still standing there. That's going against him. I'm like, why haven't they fought yet?
Yeah, well, because they need to give time for the exposition.
Yeah,
they're setting up the fight.
True.
That guy who just wants to make a coat rack out of Gojo's bones.
That's so weird.
It is so weird. He's tall enough.
And he's like, this old man has wrinkly skin. I can't make anything good with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. What was the name of that serial killer?
Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy.
I think it's Dahmer. Who made the furniture out of skin and bones?
Oof. I don't think that was
the one in
either
Texas.
Of them. The like old man?
Yes.
Like the clown guy?
No.
I don't know who did that.
Okay.
And I know my serial killers.
Someone's yelling at us right now who it was.
Tell us in the comments below.
Yeah. The comment bait is crazy.
Tell us in the comments below, guys. One lucky commenter that tells us in the comments below will get a like from us. And a reply.
The highly sought after acknowledgement of your existence.
Yeah. But so they do the veil, and then it's an anti-Gojo veil. Yeah. Which is so funny.
And I don't remember what he said he's gonna be doing. And then okay, I gotta go back to Miwa before Inumaki puts her to sleep. She's like just so sad because her sword got taken. she's just having a moment where she feels useless, and then she gets kicked while she's down.
She says, "Useless Miwa here."
Sleep. Okay, I'll just go to sleep and be even more useless.
Honestly,
poor
slay
girl.
for her.
What? She gets to sleep?
Yeah, if I was feeling bad, I'd want to sleep.
I would want a nap.
Exactly.
Napping in the woods, just girly things.
Exactly. And then Megumi and what's salmon ball guy's name?
Inumaki.
Megumi, Inumaki, and Mormon guy
are fighting Hanami.
Yeah, Hanami.
Tree
and
curse.
They're doing all the stuff.
They're flipping.
They're fighting all over the place.
Yeah, so the system that they have is Inumaki tells it to
the
stop.
girl. The girl's there. The girl.
Oh,
the twin girl.
Maki.
Yeah, Maki's there.
Yeah, Maki's there.
Unamaki and Maki is kind of confusing.
It is a little confusing.
So Maki's there.
And so the system is basically Inumaki telling the curse stop, and then they do a couple hits on it and then run because it's too strong that Inumaki's curse speech doesn't work on it for very long. And so basically they're just running all over the school and then trying to get to the teachers for help.
Yeah, and they're like swapping, they're like going fast around Hanami, and they're swapping tools, and then Megumi's like, never let me use that again.
Yeah,
He's so
it's
scared
too
of the
hard.
bar thing.
Which just shows you how slay she is.
Exactly.
No one can handle her tools.
And then it's like, so those are in the water. Remember that, because that's a special tool we'll need for later. And then they're fighting for like ever, and then somehow she gets the plant in Megumi. I don't know how that happened.
I think it just shot out of the ground. This is what I picture happened. It shot out of the ground really fast and then penetrated him before they realized what was happening.
Okay.
Because they're focused on the curse in front of them, not super paying attention to how it like fights with the branches and stuff.
Okay. And then the way it works is that it grows if he uses cursed energy, right?
Yes.
So
he can't use
out of the fight.
Yeah. And he is upset about it.
He's so upset.
He's like, no one can die before me. I have to keep going.
And we have this great Megumi moment earlier on where he says that he's different than everybody else because he chooses who he's going to save. He doesn't go by right or wrong or orders. He chooses himself each time who he's going to save, and I love that. I'm like, that's my king right there.
That's kind of funny because the Mormon guy's basically saying the exact same thing, and we're like, no, you're fake.
It's different, though. He's saying, because he is taking orders, and he's like, I think those orders are good, and it's like, no, you don't. Like, you're
so true.
Obviously brainwashed.
Yeah, I was watching these episodes and I was like, actually, he's kind of hot in these ones.
ASMR pour. Did you guys hear that?
Nice. I heard it. Wait, I want some.
Oh. Now you try ASMR pour. That sounded pretty good to me.
It's pretty satisfying.
It is.
Okay. It's plastic. It's not real glass, so
that's
it's
okay.
harder to... But yeah, Megumi, I was like, you're kind of hot in these episodes.
That's my ASMR.
A soda commercial is your ASMR.
Please. Yeah, he was hot in these episodes. I was like, that's my man. He's got a sense of justice.
He does.
He's got his own value system.
Oh, and Hanami's like, I'm enjoying a fight. The curse.
The curse is enjoying the fight?
Yep.
Yeah, she is interested the whole time. She's like, oh. And then at the very end of fighting them, I think, she rips off her arm and reveals her extra arm. Or does that not happen until...
I think that...
Yuji and Toto come.
That doesn't happen until Yuji and Toto come, for sure.
I thought it came right before them.
They did figure out to attack that arm.
Yes.
And she made note of that, and she also knew how skilled Maki was. And then they had to tap out, and
just in time.
From the sky, like a couple
OTP.
of angels. Yeah, our one true pairing. Oh my god. Toto's, so Yuji's like, are you associated with Mahito, basically? And she's like, what if I am? And then he goes feral. He goes feral and starts beating her up. And then Toto bitch slaps him.
Oh my god. He's like, get your head in the game.
No, really. And he's like, listen, I understand how mad you are because on top of injuring your friend, it's interrupting your honeymoon with your new best friend, me.
Yep.
And I was like, that's literally me when you tell me that you have plans with other friends.
Please.
I go into a blind rage.
Please.
Like, how dare.
Oh my god. Yeah, I was loving them. And Yuji was starting to accept their friendship.
Yeah.
He was like,
are you ready to fight, brother? He's like, yeah, bro. So they're fighting in the air. And Toto's actually also loving it. Mm-hmm. He's like, this beatdown coming from the sky as we're falling, it's gonna hurt, but this is so fun. Mm-hmm. This is so interesting. And then they don't even say anything. They just like find a way to look at each other as they're falling, and they're like, brother! And then they like kick off of each other. It's so cute. So cute.
And I love how Toto is just still coaching him. He's like, I'm not helping until you land a freaking black flash or whatever. What is it
black
called?
Flash.
He's like, I'm not helping you until you land a black flash.
Mm-hmm.
And he tries to land the black flash, but he's too angry. Mm-hmm. And so Toto has to tell him, like, that's not how you conjure it. Like, sometimes you have to get rid of all of that and actually do it separate.
And then, it burns up your cursed energy.
Dude, he's hitting the record.
Because
we end up hearing that Nanami, was it? Or who was it that said that?
Said what?
They like cut to someone else. I thought it was Nanami, but it might have been someone else. And they explain how Black Flash works and the most they've ever done in one time.
Nanami was not in this episode.
But they cut to, it's like a separate thing. It's like an interview.
Oh, okay.
Who's the one with the tie?
That is Nanami.
Yeah,
okay.
It was Nanami.
Oh, okay.
I can't believe you just didn't watch? You just didn't pay attention?
I was working also while I had these episodes on to be so for real.
Yeah, so I like how they do this. They kind of like do little...
They interject.
They do little meta like cuts sometimes. And so they clicked over to Nanami in like an interview setting kind of. And they were like, he's like, oh, Black Flash? Like, yeah, this... And he kind of explained what it was. Mm-hmm. And then they cut back to him later on and they're like, the most I've ever done in one time? I mean, it's usually just a fluke, but 4 was the most in one time. And I'm confused because Yuji does 4 in that one setting, but he had done 1 before that. So I'm like, he should have the record now, but then they only counted it as 4. So I was like, what's going on here?
I think maybe the first one doesn't count.
I know, but why?
I don't know. Because he was...
That's what it seemed like to me too. It was like there was enough time in between that like it didn't count. But I was like, that's not fair.
I don't know what their scorekeeping like system is.
I was annoyed. I was like, he beat the record, and he's like, I did it 4 times. I'm like,
so maybe we can keep our own record.
Yeah, and Yuji has the record now.
Yuki has the record. Sorry, Nanami.
Sorry, Nanami.
Sorry, Daddy.
Yuji is powerful.
He is. That's when they first meet him and they're like, what can you do? He's like, I can punch and kick. Mm-hmm. And they're like, okay, cool. But he can punch and kick really good.
Exactly. Oh, and we get to see, so I had forgotten, we got to see a little tease of Toto's power earlier on, a few episodes ago. But now we get to see his power in full effect. And he just keeps unlocking new versions.
It's like, so cool.
And he's doing the thing where you tell how your power works, that it's stronger.
Oh my god. And the curse does the same thing. And when she's talking about the plant and they're like, why are you telling me this? And she's like, it seems to work better when I explain it, just to reiterate that.
Well, so like, yeah, so when they start fighting her, it starts off with just him and Yuji switching places, like very quick, and he claps, and that's how he does it. And it's like they're switching so fast and that she can't keep up, and she doesn't know where she's supposed to hit or who she's supposed to hit. So they're confusing her. And then she starts to kind of get used to that, and you're like, oh no. And then he kind of adds in, he's like, he claps and they don't switch. And he's like, oh, you thought every time I clapped it had to happen.
Did he get you?
He got me. That was so funny. I loved him for that. And then later on, like, you're like, okay, so we got it. We, like, understand the lore. And then it ends up that, like, the big reveal is that he can clap and switch people with items and, like, things as long as they have cursed energy.
Mm-hmm.
And so
that's a special surprise tool that we'll use later.
Exactly, that's the tool. And so he claps, Yuji goes
away,
and then the tool, the red freaking cursed item,
mm-hmm.
like nunchucks. I don't even know what tool that is, what weapon that is.
I would call that nunchucks.
But there's 3 of them. I thought nunchucks was usually 2. Whatever that weapon is, it's sick. And he has that, and he just starts going ham, and he hits the eyes, the tree root eyes, mm-hmm. and then it flashed back, and Megumi whispers, he's like, the tree eyes are a weak spot. And we're like,
thank you for that. Oh, that also gets revisited later on.
No!
You don't know how much later, I mean. What are you talking about?
No, I'm, like, worried.
Why?
Because I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm scared.
It's okay. Don't be scared. It's worth it. It's worth it.
I don't want anything to happen to Megumi. Oh.
I don't want to spoil anything.
Oh!
I can't spoil anything for you.
I hope... Does something bad happen in this finale, season 1?
Do you really want me to tell you?
I want to know if anything, like... If something's gonna happen that makes me sad.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I really don't.
Okay.
At the end of this season, our big 3 are safe.
Oh, thank God. Who are our big 3?
I'm talking about our 3 favorite characters.
So, Yuji, Gojo, and Megumi?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's all I care about.
I thought so. And Todo now. Now we care about Todo.
We do love Todo, but he's still side character.
Yeah.
But I do love him and Yuji together. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the episode. We see, like, the big grand finale ending as we see Gojo floating in the air and the veil goes away.
You
didn't see that?
You watched an extra episode.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Because that's the part I wanted to watch with you.
No, I counted 4 episodes, like, left.
That's crazy.
Of the season.
Okay.
It was at the very end of that episode.
Okay. Something got all screwy because I did not see that part because that's the part I wanted to watch with you. And that's why I was like, watch 3 episodes, not 4.
I think you just, like, misremembered which episode that happened in.
I guess so.
Or maybe you only watched 3 episodes, but you thought you were watching 4, and so you were like, I'll be safe if I tell her not to watch the last one, but it was actually the 3rd.
Probably. But that
sorry.
Sucks. Damn. I really wanted to watch that with you because I was like, this is gonna make her love Gojo.
I was like, that's my boy.
Yeah.
That's Gojo.
He takes
the eyes.
Mm-hmm. His eyes. Sorry. Mm-hmm. He makes me giggle.
He goes down, and the coat rack guy's like, I'm gonna get you. And he's like, no, you're not. He just has the one eye.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
So pretty.
So dramatic.
Yeah, but for good reason.
Yeah.
We love, like, a good dramatic reveal.
Yeah, we love a good dramatic reveal. It was funny how he was just floating up there.
Mm-hmm. Gojo can just fly, guys.
Yeah, like, no explanation at all.
Do we need one?
I guess not.
Basically, all the characters can fly if they jump high enough. They're all flying throughout this episode, really. Yeah, jumping off of any falling shrapnel in the air.
But I am loving those episodes. I'm excited to watch the last 4.
It's such a fun arc.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the end of this season, I love.
It's really fun. And, yeah, it's been pretty fun. I'd say, who are you loving so far? Any new, like, standouts that you kind of forgot about?
I think it's Miwa, but that's just a personal thing. There's no reason.
But, like, didn't you still know about her?
I did.
Like,
I did know about her.
Anything surprised you this time around that you're like, oh, I kind of didn't realize I felt that way?
I think I Actually, yeah, so I knew that Nobara was like cool and powerful, but I forgot like how cool she actually was. Because when I think about her compared to all the other students, she is like slept on a bit, but seeing her fight the other students, like she's above them, and I forgot about that.
Okay.
So her power is standing out to me more this season.
She is kind of in the background. We haven't really gotten to know her yet.
Megumi's character is more interesting to me this time around. Now that like I'm over it, not really, but now that I know what hot characters to expect.
Oh.
I can appreciate the lesser hot characters. Not that Megumi's not hot, but he's not like one of my hot characters, you know? So I'm appreciating his like personality more. His, like you said, like his honor code. He like chooses who to save at any given moment, and he doesn't let anything dictate that. Even when he like wants to save Yuji's life, he doesn't really have a reason for it. He's just like, it's just personal. I just want him to live.
Nothing personal.
Nothing. It's casual.
It's casual. It's casual. Yeah.
So, which is so funny because the two characters that I just named are like two of like the big three students that everyone loves. But
well, you had even mentioned earlier on in us doing this podcast that, like, because I mentioned I don't even know who Yuji was. I knew of Jujutsu Kaisen, and you were kind of like, you're right. Like,
no one
don't really talk about Yuji, and he is such a good big character.
And I did appreciate his character the first time around. I appreciate like how he's not broody like a lot of other protagonists. He really wants to believe in the best in people, and he wants to get stronger, not because he has any specific goal of being the best whatever. It's just that he can protect other people and like help his friends live.
And we're getting a little bit of darkness, and I like that for him.
I like it for him too. So yeah, and so we're almost at the end of the season. Now that your first favorite character is no more, do you have a new favorite character on that same level?
The closest thing to that level for me is Yuji, for sure.
Okay.
Like, definitely every time I see Yuji, every time Yuji's not on the screen, I'm like, where's Yuji? I want him back. Like, when they were fighting Hanami. When they were fighting Hanami before Yuji and Toto showed up, I was like, where are Yuji and Toto? And I'm especially loving Yuji and Toto. Like, as
their dynamic.
I'm loving them together.
Toto delusioned himself into having a best friend.
He did, and Yuji accepted it.
He was like, actually, yeah, we are best friends. We're brothers now.
I'm excited to see where that goes, I hope, because they're the sister school, so it's like, are they even going to be able to interact? So I'm excited to see where that goes.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we get to see more of the three besties in the school.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we haven't gotten to see Nobara. Is that her name?
Yeah.
We haven't gotten to see Nobara at all.
Actually, yeah, in these episodes we didn't really.
We see just little spurts of her, and we don't really know her too much. I really want to see those three together, the trio.
I do too. This isn't a spoiler. This is just something, because you said you want to see more of Toto and Yuji's dynamic. They will probably make you cry.
No.
In a good way.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Just something to look forward to.
And with that,
we'll see you next episode for the finale of season 1, Jujutsu Kaisen.
We are going to season 2 in this first season of Anime for Blondes.
Yes.
So
we're finishing all of Jujutsu Kaisen in this season.
Yeah. So you still have more episodes coming. Don't you worry. They're going to be out every Monday, like usual.
I knew you were stressed about it, so...
All the typical stuff. If you like this podcast, make sure to listen to it wherever you listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. There's video if you want to see what we look like. We're very cute.
We're very cutesy.
Very demure. We dress up special for you every week. So
I'm so grateful that we went comfy this week.
Oh, I know. We've been going
Last week was crazy.
We've been going too out there. But yeah, we're super excited, guys. See you next week.
Anime for Blondes.